You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
All right, let's unpack this. Welcome back to Vocal Technologist. Today we're cutting through all the noise to bring you what really matters in the latest AI developments. Things are moving at, well, warp speed, frankly. And our goal here, as always, is to give you that quick, clear understanding without drowning you in details.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here is just the sheer range of what's happening. You get these huge open source moves on one hand,
Yeah.
and then totally new ways AI is like weaving itself into our digital world. It's a lot, but we'll try and connect those dots for you, show you where it's headed and why it should matter to you.
Exactly. Get ready for hopefully a few aha
Okay.
moments. So let's kick things off with a really big shift in AI power. OpenAI, they just dropped their open weight GPT-OSS models. We're talking the GPT-OSS 120B and the 20B, and they're under an Apache 2.0 license, which is significant. These aren't just, okay models, they're high performance, apparently capable of rivaling some proprietary systems in reasoning tool use. Plus, they're optimized for efficient deployment and, importantly, built with pretty strong safety standards. Adversarial testing, expert review, the whole 9 yards.
That's a huge point. And for you listening, this isn't just another model release. It's, well, it's kind of a strategic bombshell, isn't it? OpenAI, who we mostly know for their closed systems, putting out something this powerful as open weight, that fundamentally changes things.
How so, exactly?
Well, it means this kind of cutting-edge AI, which used to be locked up with the big tech players, is now basically democratized. Startups, researchers, even individual devs can get their hands on it. That's going to accelerate innovation like crazy.
Right, it lowers the barrier to entry significantly.
Exactly. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, they're also now available on AWS. They're moving beyond that Azure exclusivity they had, which signals pretty clearly a push for more capacity, maybe, and definitely broader market reach.
Okay, so what does this all mean for you? Basically, we're stepping into a time where really powerful AI is just much more accessible, which should lead to all sorts of new, maybe unexpected applications. Okay, so from democratizing AI power, let's jump into something kind of wild. Here's where it gets really interesting. Imagine AI just conjuring up interactive worlds, DeepMind's Genie 3 world model. It seems to do pretty much that. You feed it a text prompt and bam, it generates interactive 3D environments, running at 24 frames per second, 720p, and it holds visual consistency for several minutes. I mean, I think about trying to make even a basic 3D scene. It takes ages just getting lights right. How is Genie 3 doing this, generating consistent worlds from text so fast?
Yeah, that consistency is the key bit. It's not just making a pretty picture or video. The AI seems to understand, or at least predict, how a 3D world behaves dynamically. Physics, user interaction, that sort of thing. So the implications are pretty profound, right? For gaming, VR, definitely, but also maybe complex scientific simulations. You could literally describe an environment and then, well, step into it, interact with it. It really changes how we might create digital stuff.
Wow. Okay, so from AI building worlds, let's shift back to how it's becoming more of a partner in our own work. We're seeing this rise of smart AI teammates, specialized tools. Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.1, for example, it got an update boosting its coding performance, especially for tricky stuff like multi-file refactoring, pinpointing bugs.
Right.
And they added Claude Code Hooks, which apparently turns it into more of a workflow orchestrator for development.
And it's not just Claude. This whole AI teammate idea is popping up everywhere. You've got things like the Gemini CLI GitHub Actions.
Yeah.
Acts like a little autonomous agent for routine coding chores, or an on-demand helper that understands the whole project context. And then there's Code Index MCP. It's a model context protocol server, basically helps LMMs index, search, analyze huge code bases with minimal fuss. Think code reviews, refactoring assistance, debugging.
So the bottom line impact seems clear. AI isn't just writing code snippets anymore. It's starting to manage or help manage the whole development lifecycle. It's becoming this comprehensive partner. But okay, while these AI teammates sound amazing, super efficient, what does this level of automation mean for, traditional developer roles, or even just the need for human oversight on complex things?
Yeah, that's the important question, isn't it? We're definitely seeing a shift from AI just assisting to AI kind of orchestrating. It probably means developers focus less on the repetitive typing, maybe more on the high-level design, the architecture, problem solving, managing these AI tools effectively.
So a shift in focus.
Exactly. Human oversight is still crucial, though. especially for ethics, strategy, making sure the AI's output actually fits the real complex business need. It's about augmenting what humans can do, I think, not just replacing them wholesale.
Okay, that's a really crucial distinction. Good. Finally, let's touch on building trust. Responsible AI interaction. This is becoming huge. Brave's Search API, for instance, rolled out an AI grounding feature. It's basically an all-in-one way to connect AI outputs back to actual verifiable web sources designed specifically to cut down on those hallucinations.
Yeah, reduce the nonsense.
And make the AI better at handling, nuanced questions appropriately.
Right. And on a similar note, OpenAI has tweaked how they optimize ChatGPT. The focus isn't just keeping you on the platform longer or making the model super agreeable all the time. Now they say it's more about helping you actually achieve your goals.
How are they doing that?
Little things, apparently, like session break reminders, but also bigger things, like consulting physicians and mental health experts to refine how the model behaves, making it more genuinely helpful.
Okay, so it feels like the industry is actively, consciously trying to make AI more reliable, more user-focused, which is, frankly, a pretty important step for all of us using these things day to day. So, wow, we covered a lot of ground, from the huge potential of open-source models, AI, building interactive worlds, to these smart AI teammates becoming common, and these really vital steps towards building trust and safety.
Yeah, it leads to a really interesting thought, doesn't it? As AI gets both easier to access through things like open models and more trustworthy, through grounding in real data, how is that going to fundamentally change what you expect from technology? And maybe more importantly, what new creative doors or problem-solving frontiers might that open up specifically for you?
That's a great question to ponder. Thanks for joining us for this look at the latest in AI innovation. We'll catch you next time.
Spoken Tech for your ears.